Hello, Sumo fans from all over the world, and welcome to Grand Sumo January Tournament 2020 New Banzuke. From beginning, we have two Yokozuna on top, Hakuho on east, and Kakuryu on west. Hakuho is reigning and 43-time champion, which no Rikishi has done in long history of sumo. He seems to win Yusho or take Kyujo in entire year 2019. 35 years old Yokozuna is not young, but his power and techniques are still there. He has become neutralized as Japanese in September so that he can stay in Sumo Kyokai as Oyakata after his retirement. He is the biggest favorite to win this tournament. Kakuryu. Six-time champion Kakuryu was absent from all November basho. He moved to Michinoku stable after his stable master Izutsu passed away in September. His body is not getting any younger, but his mental condition is more concerned because of losing his master. He is also favorite in this basho. We have two Ozeki, Takakeisho on east, Goedo on west. Young Takakeisho came back to Ozeki after winning 12 in September. He should feel responsibility of Ozeki, especially other Ozeki are not performing well. He is also favored to win this tournament. Goedo. Kataban Ozeki needs to win at least 8 to maintain to be Ozeki. The first 3 bouts are key for success. As Ozeki, he needs to aspire for Yusho anytime in the ring, but he should set his goal for scoring Kachikoshi at the beginning in this basho. We have two Sekiwake, Asanoyama on east, Takayasu on west. We have a new Sekiwake, Asanoyama. May tournament champion seems to get better every basho. It's early to talk about this, but if he wins 22 in the next 2 basho, he will be consideration for being Ozeki. It's not unrealistic talk because he has getting better. His tachiai dash is faster and deeper, although he needs to learn more mawashi techniques. He is usual candidate, especially if both or one of Yokozuna withdraw. Takayasu. There is a rescue plan for a demoted Ozeki, which if he wins 10 or more, he can be back to Ozeki, but it works only for one basho. 10 wins are not easily task, but I think he can do it. He has just got engaged to Japanese country singer in October, so he will fight hard. I hope his back problem is not going to react again. We have 2 komusubi, Abi on east, Daieisho on west. Abi had a terrific year 2019. He scored Kachikoshi for all 6 tournaments, and 2 of them are double digit. He should have been Sekiwake in January basho because he won 9 at the komusubi rank in Kyushu, but the demotion of Takayasu occupied other Sekiwake position, so he repeats komusubi in January. He will need to learn Yosuzumo if he wants to hike higher rank. Daieisho. New Sanyaku also had great year 2019. He scored a losing record only 2 times, and both were only 8 lose. He won Kimboshi from Yokozuna Hakuho and awarded to Outstanding Performance Prize in Kyushu. He might not win Yusho yet, but he is going to be a key Rikishi to all frontrunners. Maegashira-ban. Endo on east, Myogiryu on west. Endo is most popular Rikishi among female sumo fans. He had a pretty good year 2019. He returned to Sanyaku in September basho. He has been up and down in top part of Maegashira since then. Myogiryu. Veteran Rikishi Myogiryu has been in Makuuchi long time. He is aiming for Kachikoshi to back at Komusubi rank once more. He might be 33 years old, but his body looks barely young. His BFP is amazingly only 22%. 前頭2 Hokuto Fuji on east, Mitakemi on west. Hokuto Fuji. He has been hobbling in Komusubi to upper part of Maegashira, which is pretty good for young Rikishi. It's good for getting opportunity to face top dogs. Mitakeumi. He needed the 12 wins for Ozaki promotion in November, but he demoted to Maegashira instead. He won the second優勝 in September, but he spent regretful end of year. It all depends on other Rikishi's performance, but 9 or 10 wins should make him back to Sanyaku position. Maegashira 3. We have Tamamashi on east, Kotoyuki on west. The Ironman in Sumo World, Tamamashi hasn't taken Kyujo since his debut in January 2004. That's 1,226 bouts. He always focuses on enjoy sumo and also make audience enjoyable. I like him to be back at Sanyaku and beat Ozeki and Yokozuna. Kotoyuki. He came back strong from his knee injury in last January tournament. This injury dropped him down to Judo 6. His push and thrust attack apparently is strong like it used to be. He will probably have opportunity to challenge Ozeki and Yokozuna in this basho. I look forward to see him to beat some of them. Maegashira 4. Okinoumi on east, Shodai on west. Veteran Rikishi Okinoumi didn't perform well in November, but we saw some good bouts. He still have power to technique to back to Sanyaku. I like to see him to win a couple basho and comes back at Sekiwake rank like he used to be. Shodai. His 11-4 record shares runner-up with Asanoyama in November. He got fighting spirit prize. He wants to repeat the same. Then he could back in Sanyaku. Maegashira 5. We have Meisei on east, Enho on west. Meisei. He performed poorly at his career high rank Maegashira 2 in last basho. It's pretty much typical for newly promoted upper Maegashira Rikishi. He needs to be patient. He needs to get more experience from upper rank Rikishi in Honbasho. We might see him Sanyaku rank one day in year 2020. Enho. One of the small Rikishi in the history. He has been great since he came up to top division. His quickness and powerful underarm throw are unbelievable. A lot of people think that small Kohyo Rikishi has advantage in first meeting, but more he meets same opponent, more he has disadvantage because opponent has ideas how he moves. Year 2020 will be a hard year for Enho. I hope to see him fighting in the top division end of this year though. Maegashira 6. Takarafuji on east, Tochinoshin on west. Former Sekiwake Takarafuji didn't perform well as 6-9 in November. This basho will be his 43rd consecutive basho in Makuuchi Dohyo. He has a very strong left yotsu. He likely wins a bout once he takes leftover arm belt. Yes, it's that strong. Tochinoshin. What a dramatic fall from Ozeki. Strong Georgian injured his knee back in July 2013, which put him in Makushita division. He had struggled with his knee injury since then. I always regret his injury. He would become Ozeki quicker and longer, or maybe he would be Yokozuna now if he didn't hurt his knee. I want him to refresh his spirit and take exciting sumo again. His cross goal is going back at Sanyaku rank again. 前頭7 Shohozan on east, Onosho on west. Former Komusubi Shohozan takes hard sumo all the time. He might be 35 years old, but he fights like 21 years old. Even his aggressiveness goes up against the new young Rikishi. He also has great overarm throw techniques. I like to see him upper part of Maegashira again. Onosho. Young 23-year-old fighter is being around the top division for a while now. Once he was Komusubi, he needs to improve his stepping. I see him defeated by pull down or slap down many times over his career. While his upper body is going forward, his lower body is not. And his long-time rival Takakesho became Ozeki meanwhile. Maegashira 8, we have Aoyama on east, Ryuden on west. Former Bulgarian Sekiwake Aoyama. I have seen him not using his weight and height advantage recently. He should step forward more instead of wait to see opponents move. I believe that he still some left in his tank to back in Sekiwake rank. Ryuden. He had outstanding March and May basho in 2019, which promoted him to Komusubi, but since then, he recorded 3 consecutive losing basho. His techniques are still there, but it seems his spirit went somewhere. Maybe his life adjusting after marriage is not so easy. Maegashira 9, Takanosho on east, Yutakayama on west. Takanosho is in career high rank in this basho. He injured his knee last January basho, which put him down to Juryo 13, but he came up to top division pretty fast. His low tachiai is a textbook. Yutakayama. He has been great in previous 4 basho. When his tsupari works, it looks good sumo, but when it doesn't work, he should change tactics. When I see him depending on tsupari too much and too long, he loses bouts. To beat upper rank Rikishi, I think it's important to change scheme within bout. Maegashira 10, we have Sadanomi on east, Ishiura on west. Veteran Sadanomi has been around Makuuchi division long time, but he has never been promoted to Sanyaku. It is a great achievement to fight Makuuchi dohyo such a long time, but I think he can do more for sure. Ishiura. He has been consistent since he is re-promoted to the top division. He is one of the smallest Makuuchi Rikishi, but his arms are powerful. He has quickness and a lot of tactics. Success of his stable junior Enho giving Ishiura great motivation. Maegashira 11, we have Chiyotairu on east, Kagayaki on west. Chiyotairu. His heavy tachiai blast worked well in November. He finished with 9-6, but it's too bad that his rank hasn't moved up much. He served as Komusubi once in March 2018. He wants to score Kachikoshi to be close to Sanyaku position again. Kagayaki. One of the tallest Rikishi in the top division, Kagayaki has been in Makuuchi dohyo more than 20 basho, but he is only 25 years old. His fighting position is a little bit higher than it should be, but his Tsuki thrust is pretty effective in November. I want to see him in upper part of Maegashira soon. Maegashira 12, we have a Tsurugisho on east, Gio Maru on west. Tsurugisho, he got a fighting spirit prize in Makuuchi debut in September, record 10-5. He didn't perform well in the second half of November. Top of his strong right arm grip, his huge weight is the best weapon for him. Gio Maru. He is quite popular Rikishi with his bear look-like appearance. He has been up and down between Makunouchi to Juryo in the past year. He has probably the biggest belly in the top division. He uses round dohyo very effectively when he is on the edge of dohyo. Maegashira 13. Koto Shogek on east, Koto Eiko on west. Former Ozeki Koto Shogeku has dropped his rank from Maegashira 1 to 13 in 4 previous losing basho. He will be 36 years old in the end of January. Also, his body is beat up from many injuries. If he loses this basho, I hate to say this, but his retirement might be around the corner. Either way, he has incredible career. Koto Eiko. He has a losing record 5 and 10 in Kyushu, which caused him 6 Maegashira drop. It was the first time he was on the Kyushu basho as a Makuuchi Rikishi. Despite the fact that he scored a losing record in front of the local crowd, he told the supporters to aspire to be Sekiwake. Maegashira 14. We have Terutsuyoshi on east, Shimanomi on west. Soto Bay, Terutsuyoshi is unlike other small Rikishi. More than 60% of his winning techniques are front force out and front push out. This shows how strong his pushing force is. Whether if he wins or loses, I feel good because he does nothing but going forward. Shimanomi. He scored a 10 and 5 record for his top division debut in May 2019, which lifted him all the way up to Maegashira 6, but his past 2 consecutive losing basho lowered him to Maegashira 14. He made late Makunouchi debut at age of 29. He hopes to score kachikoshi to maintain in the Makuuchi division. Maegashira 15. Azuma Ryu on east, Ikoi on west. Mongolian Rikishi Azuma Ryu made a top division debut back in May 2013, but he has mainly stayed in Juryo division since then. He made a return to top division in September, but poor performance lowered him to Juryo again. He came back to top division for January by Juryo Yusho in last basho. He is tall Rikishi with right yotsu style. Ikoi. Former Sekiwake Ikoi is one of the most popular Rikishi. With his foot injury and illness, he demoted to bottom Juryo in September, but he won Juryo Yusho in the basho and runner-up in November, which made him come back to top division. Because of his hard tachiai, he often has bloody face and black swollen eyes. He has been sharp, so we have to keep eyes on him. Maegashira 16. Tochi-Ozan on east, Kaisei on west. Former Sekiwake veteran Tochi-Ozan was the top of Maegashira in last January, but 5 straight losing basho demoted him to Juryo division. He bounced back with 10 and 5 record in November. He needs to score kachikoshi to order to stay in the top division. Kaisei. Brazilian giant former Sekiwake Kaisei made a Makuuchi return with Juryo runner-up. He performed well in Juryo division. I guess he feels good about his injured right arm. I hope that he keeps on fighting well at top level. He is one of the tallest and the heaviest Rikishi in the top division. Maegashira 17. Kiribayama on east, Tokushoryu on west. Now we have a true rookie Kiribayama. He is 23, a young man from Mongolia. His favorite style are left yotsu, force, and throw. He looks like he is versatile Rikishi. He will get even better because he has countryman stable brother Kakuryu. Because Izutsu stable Rikishi joined to Michinoku stable last September. It's a huge advantage that he gets to train with Yokozuna every day. Maybe too much say this, but he is Sansho candidate. Maybe future Sanyaku. Tokushoryu. Finally, we have 33-year-old veteran Tokushoryu. He has been up and down between Juryo and Makunouchi throughout his career. His highest rank is -4 West back in May 2015. His style is push and thrust. He hopes to stay in the top division long time for this time.